Salento is a borderland stretched towards the east. From these colorful beaches, once inhabited by the Messapi, women and men have always tried to draw a line that divides the sky from the sea. They tried to identify the point behind which one can no longer go. Nobody knows if paradise exists or not. But if there is one, it is from here that one can catch a glimpse of it. The relationship between the Salentinian and the sea is the result of a continuous search for balance between love and hate, fear and superstition. It is impossible to separate history from myth, from the legend of Donna Isabella, who used to come fishing in Roca, surrounded by poets, to the invasion of the Turks, which hiding in a cave managed to invade the city, comes the name of natural sea cave known as the Grotto of Poetry. Further south, before reaching Otranto, a long strip of sand, a beach protected by the Mediterranean scrubland, draws the outline of the coast. In some places, it looks like the profile of a woman. Other times, a fantastic being that breathes to the rhythm of the tide, disheveled by the tramontana wind or lulled by the hot syrup. The children run, chase each other. The summer voices overlap in the carefree hours. But the sea always reminds us that we are not sea, that we can live in that border for a short time before go back and hide within the walls, far away from its dangers. Otranto is the history of the Turks. Otranto seems still into that month of August of the year of the Lord 1480. His people live repeatedly in an endless time, the fairy tale of Ejusa. And so the silence of this white city wraps living beings and stones. Life and death also appear to be fiction, a trick to prevent creatures from heading up. Here in Otranto, ruins turn into a history. They tell the story of the Torre del Sette. They said it was a sinister place where at night the dead came back from the sea to the shore. On the tower lived a snake that during one storm drank the oil from the lamp that signaled the port. A ship missed the shore and crashed on this stretch of cliffs. Everyone on the crew died, without really dying. Therefore, from time to time, they walk on the coast, remembering the pleasant things of life in a lament mixed with melancholy. However, to every night a new dawn falls, and the sky in the early morning light looks like another sea. Every mile on this eastern coast is a chest of wonders, a kaleidoscope of colors, like in a green or blue iris. The waves, the depths of the abysses, the storms and the ultrons, the tides and the undertow interchange in constant vicissitudes, building over 1,000 years a hive of sea caves, so deep it leads to the center of the earth. The inlet looks like the womb of Mother Earth, offering shelter and relief for heroes and fishermen, gods and bandits. Aeneas chose Porto Badisco to rest. He escaped from his burning Troy and was welcomed into this small crystalline fjord. People on summer afternoons tell of the day that the son of Aphrodite landed here, frightened, exiled, defeated. Arrived as a man, a hero and future founder of Rome when he left. Salento is a land of transit and transformation. Those who arrive here would like to stay. The ones who were born here would like to leave. As Vittorio Bodini says, I would not like to die here where I must leave. My country is so unwelcome that I have to love you. A slow place where the light seems to be of raw meat, and the medlar tree comes and goes between us and winter. to allow a better view of the horizon and dream about the journey, to guard and to welcome. So many arrogant towers rise above the sea. It seems they want to contain infinity, trying to find the limit to an otherwise so lost view of the horizon, to make us feel bewildered. At the foot of these ruins from a mysterious past, you do not need sight. You need to look with other senses. Close your eyes and feel the sound of the current. Touch the wind on the skin. The salty sea that rests on you has to hijack you too. There are days which are different, in which the northerly wind breaks the heat. Raise the veil of mist, and to the east you can see the mountains of Albania. You can see the shores from which friends and enemies, conquerors and hungry brothers came. Hands that wielded swords and spears, and gazes that begged for help. One after another, the towers spread the word of another legendary place, the Finibus Terra, once the last boundary of the known world, Santa Maria di Leuca, its sanctuary, the lighthouse that for centuries has been preventing ships from drifting away. Santa Maria di Leuca, another myth, the mermaid Locosi, Crete, the Phoenician peoples, King Domeneo. Slowly, once you pass the turning point, you start going north again. To calmer and wider beaches. To a kind and protective nature. The forest marks the edge of the beaches, sometimes tapered like lips. Let go of the east. Let go of the impenetrable horizon. The light between Gallipoli, Porto Selvaggio and Porto Cesario becomes warm, orange, and then red. Then the sunset projects fading scenes. Everything becomes distant in one curve of light. It seems that the colors melt and drip on the landscape and on its people. They say that a long time ago, a child prodigy, an emperor who could speak to the hearts of men, who understood the flight of birds and unveiled the secret of the stars, waited here the return of a woman. Federico was suspended between two shores in a time in a Salento that almost does not know season, stuck exactly on the edge between an ancient memory and a new hope, between his duty as a soldier and a dream of love. Here, he waited for a long time, as often as mortal beings do, without knowing who or what we are waiting for. We just wait. On the edge of an abyss, over nothingness, we keep dilating a time that seems endless. Perhaps, at the end of this long wait, life will grant us, altogether, the things we believe we deserve.